Hello everybody, this is Dreamlight Decorista coming to you again from Dazzle Beach. It's Shark Week this week, and it's also our Dream Snaps Fun in the Sun playful Moana build. I just started redoing my beach. When I had the beach house, it was a hot mess before. It was just basically a junkyard by the sea. I have had it looking great before, but I've been doing other giant builds, so certain things get really ignored in my valley. Maui, yes, y'all big and strong, yeah. Ooh, great guy. How much longer can I humor this guy? All right. He needs a lot of attention. He's a nice guy, but he needs a lot of attention. Anyway, so in honor of my friend, content creator Tannie from Tannie Games, I decided to put a little fish and chips joint in my boardwalk area of my beach. I did not know what to do with this area. I had all these areas outside of it realized and figured out, but this wasn't working. And then I pulled Donald's boat up. Hey, Stitch! It had been way out in the water, so I pulled it back into shore, and I used the Wandering booths because they're the best booths for restaurant seating in the game. Tannie used these booths in her fish and chips restaurant too. They always look spectacular. So, there's just really no other option in the game, but I thought it was nice for an outdoor, but I still want it to be kind of like, a little bit rough around the edges. It's a nice place, believe me, and it's not cheap, but it's a little more, it's not as crazy and fancy as Moana's Tiki Emporium. So then we go down the boardwalk to this side of the beach, kind of the end of the beach. And this is kind of more of our fast food area because we have it's so hard to see this. We have our Ferris wheel back here. I got rid of all of my rides for a while because I wasn't doing anything like that, and I'd worked so long on my amusement park. It was kind of crazy. I worked like 2 months on that thing. And then, I can't even go into that. I'm not even going to talk about it. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about the weird contest. That was just weird. So here's where all the people are eating all their high-calorie, artery-clogging, yummy snacks over here. Who doesn't love that, especially a day at the beach? And then at the end here, we have our little picnic seating in this little alcove. It's cute. And then I can still get to my little rock. But it looks really nice and cozy. I would hang out here all the time. I love a good little cove sit. All right, Stitch, we're not even hanging out. You're so cute. Did you want to hang out? I was hanging out with my meow. Come on. All right. It's just, you were here on my last tour. It's kind of fitting that I drag you along. Did I? Okay, you're coming. All right, then we come over here. This is kind of like the central square of the boardwalk with the Maui statue and the low torches. I put the ice cream stands over here right in front of the beach and made a little fountain out of the surfboards. Oops, this one's turned around. Ipsy daisy. I did the gray and the blue just to mix it up a little bit. But who doesn't want ice cream on a hot day? This is where like the adults and the hipsters hang out, like the chic ice bar. I just got this island, I think like 3 days ago or something like that. And I was so ecstatic. It is one of the most beautiful pieces I've seen in this game. And it makes just a really killer, like, fancy ice bar. And then I punctuated all the white and the blue, kind of ethereal feeling with the, red from the crazy fizzy drinks, which I felt like they would serve things that had a lot of foam in them at this bar, like, oh, whiff of bourbon. That's totally like the type of things they would. Very snooty, mostly not that great tasting, but, pretty fun. And then we have our red stuff being made in this blender. It's made out of dream fruit, or Dreamlight fruit. I put the aquarium over here with the seating. I love using these Mickey Mouse chairs in like the outdoor spaces, especially. It's they kind of remind me of like the old Eames chairs from the 50s. They just got that really classic look. And so I think they work well. I've used them in a lot of builds. I use them a lot more than I ever thought I would when I first had them. All right. So here is my boardwalk. All right. Come on, Stitch. Got to keep up. All right, Mirabelle, you enjoying your beach day? And then we walk along here. And oops. I'm so OCD about that stuff. So this was a bit different when I brought you here for my last video for Stitch's house tour. I kind of just had it like a little more closed in and a lot more like flora and fauna on this side. Well, I ended up kind of expanding it a bit just to be a lot more open, like you're going to see and just feeling really open. Put a couple of little bamboo fence and seating here. I made a water rug here so we could have just a total waterfall centerpiece area. I mean, they have their own little like capture elements in the bottom, but I just kind of wanted it to be a little bit bigger, like more of a statement. And I think it turned out good. I tried to do the water dark enough to match the tone of the waterfall water. It's a bit difficult in this game. You got to play around with the metals and stuff like that, but I'm really happy the way it turned out. I love these little ferns here. I would totally sit and chill here all day. I mean, look at this. Great. You can look out the water. You can look at Skull Island. And yet you're just sitting by this insanely beautiful waterfall. All right. So I added these sea anemones punctuating the corners of these walkways. I love them so much. I can't get enough of them. I overuse them. I am sorry. So now, for the pièce de résistance of the build, I have been working so hard on this, and I always have a tiki bar. I always have a tiki bar in all of my builds. But I think I've had 2 incarnations. I mean, one I had forever, and I just kept building and building on it, and I tore it down and built one in my amusement park. And then I was like, let's go for broke. Right, Stitch? Let's go crazy and build a fabulous tiki bar, Moana's Tiki Bar. I mean, her house just screams tropics and tiki and island, and it's so, oh, I love this. I love this thing so much. So I made this like the waiting area. This place is like a megaplex. It's crazy huge. It's performance space. It's a tiki bar. It's bigger than anyone I built on the island. And I don't know. I would totally hang out here. It'd be super fun. And then it's the pink slingbacks and these are little tables I made. You'll see the rug soon. They match my tiki rug that I made to be sort of the dominant pattern theme of the restaurant. Then we come over here. It's tiki bar, so I used like most of the pillars that weren't just really specific to their biomes. I love this one with the flowers. It's my favorite. I think it is this biome. But, like this. And the pink light looked cute with all the pink elements that we used. And so this is the second entrance, and also the entrance or exit that leads you out to Moana's fishing boat. So you come out from the restaurant and you can sort of pay for a package to where you can come out to the fishing boat, buy fresh fish, and they'll cook it, and you can have a beach banquet. So you can see your fish cooked on hot coals right at the beach. It's really amazing, really romantic, but you have to reserve pretty far in advance. You can also just buy some fresh fish to take home and grill too. So it's a great place like that. So I made this little wall with the surfboards, the colorful surfboards. I was so excited when the surfboards we got in the free package were the minimalist. So I know Mr. Star and Sky both have been very excited about getting all of the surfboards because they are beautiful. But I didn't have that one yet. I used this one, but I think the colors work really well with the restaurant and the rug. So here is my tiki rug. I've been showing it around on social media, but I'm really happy with it. Of course, this is 2 rugs, but I wanted it to look like a vintage Hawaiian shirt. I have worn vintage and been involved in retro and vintage most of my life, historical design. So this was really fun to take sort of a historical fashion design. I mean, tiki's very, it's still popular today, but very historical design from like the 50s. Post-war, tiki became hugely popular, a lot because of air travel, because people were going to all these exotic places, and on the airplanes that were pretty new, commercial jets, and so they could go to exotic locales they could never go to before. So that's how the tiki craze, came about, because people were just so excited for these exotic locations. They used to have to take a boat and travel for weeks and weeks. And now they could just take a plane and be there, like 6 hours, especially Hawaii. I mean, I think that was the game changer, was being able to fly so quickly to Hawaii. I mean, not that quickly, but. And here is the performance space. We have little Hawaiian music and tiki and surf bands. I try to make it a little more wild on the weekend and do more like kind of surf sets and things like that. Doing happy hour and dinner, we just usually have a classic, ukulele singing type of thing. Just real soothing, really fun, full of character, dripping with ambience. That's how I like my places to be. So here's the furniture sets I made for them. One of them has a flower motif, and the other one has the this Moana motif. They're all kind of covered up with what's on them, but you can see the flower. Oh, here you can see the Moana motif really well. And then I just did the opposite color. I made the chairs just like white outdoor metal, and did like a mesh, like waterproof fabric, just in the orange for the pink table and the pink for the orange table to mix it up a little bit, make it kind of fun. And I'll put the helm shelving behind the bar. I kind of want it to be like bar shelving, but it's not. We need to actually more of that we can use outside, because I don't really have much. But I just think it looks really good here. It looks really awesome. And then I used the Lion King table as the tiki bar. Thought we needed wood. I didn't want to use one of those with the marble counters. I just didn't think it was right. And then we brought in Nala's Waterfall as a gorgeous centerpiece. And that's my favorite thing about going to like these over-the-top tiki bar restaurants. It's like they'll usually just have this insanely gorgeous like tropical centerpiece. So that's what I tried to create here. And we have our mysterious cave that the kids can take little tours of and play in. It's kind of a fun little play area for the kids, the mysterious cave. So, yeah, this is the tiki bar. I'm really happy with it turned out. Of course, these rattan stools are always amazing for so many builds, especially beach builds. I think they're just a beautifully well done item. very detailed. I'm glad they did the top in the white because I can just put it anywhere. The back of Moana's house looks really cute here. Oh, let me do the grand leaving towards Moana's boat. Come on, Stitch. Walk the tiki carpet with me. Hello. And here's the other entrance to the bar, which is very beautiful, very photo worthy. Just not for dream snaps because I have way too many touch of magic items. And so I tried to mirror the fauna on each side of the surfboard little fence. And so over here is just a simple beach seating with slingback chairs for Moana's restaurant. I think it turned out really cute. Ew, I don't like this. I always clean up before my videos, and I always place so much stuff that generally I don't have a lot of room for spawns, but still happens. Spawns happen. All right, this is a lovely view, like overview of Moana's place. This is epic and insane. And then we put our wishing well here at the end. I just been shoving it further and further back. I like it over here because for my stone mining route, I start with this rock. Then I go all the way to the end of the beach, and then I go up into the meadow. So it's actually a perfect location for it here. And also just made it nice and pretty for the beach, a little punctuation. Hello, Scar. Oh. Enjoying the water? Okay. Yeah, I know what would happen if you were in charge here. It wouldn't be pretty. You think it'd be great, but it wouldn't. All right, let's walk down here, and we have just some of our beach umbrella and towel hangout area. Another little hang area with the slingbacks and the what is this? It has coals and you light it and it's like a bonfire. Fire pit. It's a fire pit. I do exterior designs, and I should know what fire pit. I have specified them before in life. Why is this Rafiki bowl here? Anyway. Oh. Oh no. All right. Well, that was my bad. I think you know the thing where you try to put stuff on the tables and then you get out of it, then everything's askew. I think that's what happened with that. You must forgive me for the trash on my beach. And then we have this center area, which I made a sort of punctuation for this corner with a tiki. It's also kind of a really nice setup for Moana's bar. And then I'll quickly take you through the places we went in the last video. We have my house over here, my premium beach house, swimming pool, lounge area, dining. There's Donald's boat. I wanted to put Donald's boat with his little fish and chips restaurant at the host desk, but I ended up putting the ship in a bottle because I already used it over here, and I love ships in a bottle. I think they're cool. Not very useful, but cool. All right, and here was my lounging area. Well, we should surf across, right? I'm not surfing clothes, but or I'll surf over here to. Yes, it's your house, Stitch. Okay. So this is Stitch's place, which I showed in my last video. But, you know, I want to show it a little bit with the whole beach build, so we just get a good idea now of the complete beach. Everybody's coming over here now. Wow, this is going to be a big beach day. So that's it, you guys. I will set the time forward and take you on a little bit of a nighttime tour so we can see all the beautiful torches lit and see how magical this place is at